Yo ho! Hey everybody, it's Friday. It's time to get motivated for the day, for the weekend, for the end of the month that's coming up. Woo! Thanks for joining us here today, y'all. We've been having a great morning this morning. We started off at 6 a.m. with Jimmy, the astute tourist, hanging over there with Kenny, the Ford man, and Joe Huck from Down Under. We had a great morning. We started off over there. 7:15, we went over to Eddie Lugo Studios, hung out with Eddie, and watched his cat walk around with his tail in the air. 8 o'clock every day, we joined Kurt and Marcia at 8 o'clock on See Me Traveling. What a great topic they had today. It was fantastic. It's kind of the topic I had, very similar. So, yeah, we're going to run on with that this morning here at Sea Journeys. And we're here Wednesday and Friday at 8:30. Thanks for joining us, y'all. Woo! So, hey, let's say good morning to a couple of people before we get kicking in. And we've got first one in is John Gaylor. Good morning to you, John. He says, good morning, Sea Journeys. Right on, John. Woo! Good morning. And we got knitting with Cheryl. Good morning, also known as box cutting. Listen, if you don't know how to knit, it's okay. You can go over there on her channel and you can crochet, you can sew, you can cut boxes, you can do all kinds of stuff over there. Right on. Good morning to you, Cheryl. And don't forget, at 9 o'clock, Cheryl comes back with Jeremy and Eddie for Go Live Together. Yeah. Hey, I put this link up here, y'all. I left it pinned to the top too. And because Kurt and Marshall was talking about larger ships and bigger ships, ironically, same topic I got. But this video right here that I have pinned, when you get bored, go check that out. It's a show we did a while back, a live one, where we had everybody in the chat help us build a cruise ship. What did we want on a cruise ship? And the imaginations ran wild. So you can watch it again and throw in your own commentary as well. It's just a lot of fun. And there's Ohio Travels with Chris. Hey, Chris, how's it going? We got the chicken squeakies out this morning. And hey, we've got a quote of the day too, right here from Law Jones. Good morning to you, Law. He says, when everything seems to be going against you, remember an airplane takes off into the wind, not with it. A quote from Henry Ford. That is one smart dude right there. Thanks for that quote, Law Jones. And that's what we got to remember. For facing resistance in life, put your wings out and get ready to fly. That's right. Woo! That's what we do here at Sea Journeys. Law Jones, you're going to get the peanut squeaky this morning right there. Thanks for that, my friend. And that's peanuts coming from Robin, who is asleep now. She got home like 3 a.m. this morning. I was waking up for her. So, yeah, so I slept about 2 hours, but that's okay. I'm Chet from Sea Journeys. I can pull that off. But she wanted me to tell y'all this.
I can make it work. I can make it work. I can make it work.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Put your wings up when that wind's coming against you and just make it work. How about that? That's what. Right now, she's still asleep, though. So I got to let her sleep. She'll start working a little bit later today. And Paul coming in here on the PSV Odyssey. Good morning to you, Paul. Thanks for joining us this morning. And the Z-Man is here also. Good morning, Select. Thank God it's Friday. From the Gaming and Home Theater channel right on Z-Man. Good to see you. Woohoo! And Scott from Controversial Cruising coming in, making us Scott compliant. Thank you for that, Scott. Saying good morning, Friday motivation, fam. Woo! And he did mention this morning that the Friday night game show, they usually have on Friday night the you know which one, the match game. It's not going to be on tonight or next week, but stand by because you may pop up live in the same time. So keep your eyes and ears and whatever opened up to hear that, see that, smell that. Yeah. And there's Jennifer from Embarkation Nation saying, hello, everyone. Jennifer, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. Right on. And there's Anthony Simone right there. Good morning to you, Anthony. I'm giving him the Gator thing right there. PK Adventures coming in saying morning all from the hashtag See Me Raid. Good morning to you, PK. Controversial Cruising coming in also on that See Me Raid. Scott McNeil saying good morning, everybody. Right on, Scott. Love that background, your picture there, man. Woo! Yeah, you've been in some good places too. Ahoy there, Captain Billy. He says, ahoy, everybody. Ahoy, Chet. That captain is here at Sea Lake Journeys. That's right. And we got Captain Controversy. We got Captain Billy. Oh, so we got to call Scott, the skipper, this morning. Since Captain Billy's here, we'll call him the captain, and Scott will have to be the skipper. How about that? We'll see how that works. Law saying Kurt and Marsha sent us. Right on, Law. They even sent me. Sometimes I get caught up in their show too, and I go, ah! So I try to make sure I set this stuff up a little earlier. That way I don't get caught, scrambling. Midlife Travel saying good morning, Chet and Robin, and everyone in the chat. Good morning to y'all. Woohoo! Next, hashtag See Me Raid. That's right. Here we go. Here we go. And there's Bone Tire Denise coming in on the hashtag See Me Raid. Chet! Denise! Love this music. Yeah. That whole opening scene right there on that Virgin Voyages ship, the Scarlet Lady, that's the vibe. I picked that music because it's kind of the vibe of what a Virgin Voyages is. It's so chill because it's adult only. And it's like really chill and cool. It's awesome. Ads. I know, right, Bone Tire? I get the ads too. And sometimes I'll comment if I'm watching somebody's channel, especially Kurt and Marsha. I'll watch them and I'll get a dog food commercial or something. And I'll type in dog food commercial. Let them know what kind of commercial I got over here. Will G coming in saying, morning all working and listening. Right on, Will. If you're working, if you're lurking, jerking, twerking, anything ends in ing, come on, let's see like Journeys do it with you here this morning and the chat crew, because we're all here. We're motivated. We're ready to get you motivated too for the week. Woo! Yes. I feel like Ric Flair this morning. I want to let my hair down and put my robe on and strut around. And there you go. Midlife came in on that hashtag See Me Raid. Law says, hey, how about hitting that thumbs up while the ads play? Yeah, we got great ads this morning. I don't even know what kind of ads we get sometimes. And happy Friday, fam. Good morning right there from CNS Travel. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us today. Great reminder, Law. Canadian Family Life, Tiffany here. Good morning to you. There's Kurt and Marsha now saying good morning, Chet, from Kurt and Marsha. Hey, Robin. She's still asleep over there. I'll yell at her later. Ahoy there, Anthony. Did I miss somebody? No, I got Anthony. Okay. I didn't want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hey, there's Bama Nola saying morning, Chet, and everyone in the chat. Good morning to you, Bama Nola. Right on. Good to see you, my friend. Good morning, Scott. Hey, Controversy. So Adventures of Traveling Mike. Hey, good morning, everyone. Right on. Good morning to you, Traveling Mike. If you're traveling by car, bus, train, bicycle, unicycle, submarine, kite, whatever you're traveling by today, come on and travel with Sea Lake Journeys. And Bone Tired says keeping the volume down so the squeakies don't wake Dwayne. Ooh. All right, Dwayne's sleeping in. Robin's sleeping in too. I'll try to keep the squeakies down to a minimum today, y'all. Maybe I should do the silent squeaky. You ready? How'd that work out? Is that as much fun? I hope to in a few days' time we're going to have some more noisemakers over here, like a cowbell. Yeah, we're possibly going to have a cowbell. Scott! Denise! Bama says he's driving down to New Orleans today. All right. Right on, Bama. Well, let us drive with you. Let's drive with you. We'll keep you awake, keep you motivated. That's how you do it. Hit the hashtag SLJ. Get your link in there. Let other people find you, get to know you, and love you like we do here at Squeaky Sea Lake Journeys. Okay. Kathy Mills is here too. Good morning to you, Kathy. Thanks for joining us. Hey, guys, we're talking about the ships this morning. You see Carnival's going to roll out 3 ships that are over 230,000 gross tons. But the biggest thing is not just the size of the ship, but how many passengers is going to be on that ship. They're looking to have 8,000 passengers. 8,000 passengers. 8,000 passengers. 8,000 passengers. No matter how you say it, that's a lot, y'all. And I noticed that Royal Caribbean is kind of scaling the other way. They got that new Discovery class that's only going to have 3,000 passengers. So Royal Caribbean's already got the giganticest, biggest, largest, most hugest ships in the world. And they said, okay, we've got enough of them. Let's go down to some ships that only hold 3,000 passengers. I'm like, okay, that's going to be good, I think. And Carnival's like, oh, well, wait a minute. We don't have, we got big ships. We got the Mardi Gras and the Jubilee and the Celebration, but they ain't big enough. Let's make them bigger. Let's get some 8,000 passengers stuff going on over here. So Carnival's going this way, the way Royal Caribbean's been going. And Royal Caribbean is now making a U-turn, heading down to the 3,000 passenger ship. Which one? When those new ships come out, they said, hey, you get to book one of these right now. They're the same price. They're leaving the same day, out of the same port, same itinerary. Which one are you going to get on? The 3,000 ship brand new or the 8,000 ship brand new? Just curious. Let me know in the chat. Just put in 8,000 or 3,000. How many passengers do you want to ride with? 8,000 or 3,000? And then we're going to talk about some of the differences of those ships, y'all. And controversial cruising. Scott, Ryan, yeah, everybody's yelling. Z-Man says, good morning to the sleeping dance machine, Robin. That's right. She is a sleeping dance machine this morning, y'all. Marjorie coming in. Sea Lake Journeys. Hi and good morning. Hey, Marjorie. Hey, Marjorie, how's it going? And thanks so much for it. Right on, Scott. No problem. Ahoy there. Captain Billy J is captain and Sherry is the assistant captain. And Captain Billy's the skipper, Scott. I think the skipper is going to catch on. No, Anthony, no. No assistant captain for Captain Billy. Z-Man says, breaking news. The most important cruise ship update your passport, because it happened to one of our dear friends. He went overseas. He did not get to go on the cruise in Australia. Yeah, I believe that was Coach Cruise, wasn't it? He got down there. His passport didn't have 6 months or more left on it and didn't get to go. He tried other avenues to get it resolved so that he could still get on the ship, and it didn't happen, y'all. So I know, Carnival even had a thing they're talking about this morning that, hey, most of our cruises, you don't need a passport. You don't need a passport. But I say get one anyway. Get one anyway. Get used to having it. That way, when you do get ready to go overseas, you're going to have it. And then remember, like Z-Man is telling you here, check that rascal every year. Every year, check it. Because when you get down to less than a year, you need to go ahead and go get it renewed, because there are cruises that you can't go to where you want to go because you don't have at least 6 months left on that passport. Woo, man, I wouldn't want to go all the way to Australia and my passport be, I got my passport, but it's got it's got 5 months left on it. That's not enough. You need over 6. That's a tough lesson to learn. So let's all learn from it. Let's all learn from, someone else's mistake rather than wait and make it on our own selves, right? And hey, there's Pete right there. It's a cruise life. Hey, Chet, I'm back. And for lunch, I love it. Lunchtime with Pete. A chicken salad sandwich, packet of Twirl chocolate bites, and a new tuxedo. A new tuxedo. Woo! I think I need a new tuxedo too, Pete. I got to get one. But we don't have a JCPenney's no more. I want to order it online or something, man. That's great. I'm probably going to have tuna salad today myself. Where was I at this morning? It was Eddie's channel. Eddie Lugo. Everybody was talking about tuna. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm having tuna for lunch today, y'all. But Pete's got chicken salad. If I don't have tuna salad, I'm going to have some of that chicken salad myself. John says, I hit the thumbs up at 6:30 this morning. Right on. John does not wait. He don't wait and say, oh, I'll do it later. He's a man of action and gets it done now. Yes. Hey, and Curtin Marshall, when he's talking about that, the larger ships and the link that I have up there, don't forget to check out that link, y'all, that game show we did a long time ago, building our own ship. What's something that you would have on a gigantic ship if you could have one crazy thing? And my answer to that question was, how about a lazy river? I mean, who doesn't love a lazy river? Why couldn't you have a lazy river on that ship? You got the jogging track on this end over here, and over on this side of the ship, you got the lazy river. You know, I don't see why that would be a problem. Or even, I've used my imagination and I would put it like overhanging the outside of the deck. So it'd be like outside the deck going around the whole ship, be able to go around the whole thing. Oh, that would be, man, I'm ready to do it. Come on, who's going to do that with me? I know somebody wants to do it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanks for that, Will G, right there. Congrats to Controversial Cruising Scott. His channel has now hit 1,000 subscribers. 1,000, y'all. We got to give Scott a double squeaky. Dwayne, cover your ears. That was a real quiet double squeaky, but you get the idea. Right on, Will. Thanks for reminding me of that. And hey, Will's going to be coming on that April 11th, 2026 cruise out of Miami on the Carnival Horizon, 8 days to the ABC Islands, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. So come on with Will G, Ocean Travel, TNT's Adventures to Sea Lake Journeys, and a whole bunch of other people. And come on that cruise with us. It's going to be fun. That's how you do it, midlife travels, right there. The squeaky's down to a minimum, laugh out loud. I'll make it up to you. Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Robin from Sea Lake Journeys will be back with me Sunday night, and we're going to be talking about 10 things we loved on the MSC Seashore. Yeah, MSC Seashore, y'all. So come find out what 10 great things there are on that. There's way more than 10, but we're just going to talk about 10 of them. We got some good mornings, and we got Pete saying 8,000 passengers. How many staff? I'm thinking there's probably going to be, 2,000 or more, at least 2,000. I mean, even ships with 3,500 passengers have 2,000 staff. So that's a good question. That's just what Carnival says they want. They want an 8,000 passenger ship. Woo, that's a lot of people. Now, we were on the Carnival Mardi Gras, and there was 6,300 people on that ship. And, of course, it's nowhere near as big as this. Carnival Mardi Gras is like 180,000 gross tons. This one's 50,000 gross tons bigger. So to have another 1,700 passengers, it's very doable. Very doable. But, boy, that's a lot of people. How long is it going to take to embark that ship? Thank goodness they got the fast, pre-boarding and all that stuff to speed it up. Scott says at least 1,800. I'm thinking at least 2,000. I think 2,000 would be a minimum. And even then, it's like, oh, man, there ain't going to be no bar staff walking around. You're going to have to get up and go stand in line. Yeah, there's going to be lines. Here's the thought. 8,000 passengers. Will certain ports say no because far too many people, such as Alaska? Probably, more than likely. But there's still a lot of other places they can go. And there's pros and cons to everything. And I always say, there's a butt for every seat. So we got these giant mega ships, but then we've still also got what we kind of would call medium-sized ships. And then we got some smaller cruise ships as well. And some people love the small ships. They don't even want to look at a medium or big ship. And some people, the medium bed is just right, the Goldilocks thing, right? And other people are like, make that ship bigger and I'll get on it. And some of the advantages to the big ships are they're really smooth sailing, man, because it's a lot harder to move that big old ship than it is a little one. Disadvantage is they're probably not going to be able to get into some ports. One's because they're too big, and two, because some ports now are saying, hey, that's too many people. Go somewhere else. Look at there. My favorite sisters here this morning, Faye Dobb Blood. Let's give them a Sea Lake Journey double squeaky welcome to Faye. Right on. Hey, Faye. Pete says 3,000 for him. Yeah, the ships we've been on where there's been 3,000, 3,500, that's kind of I guess those are like the medium-sized ships now, aren't they? The Sky Princess is to me, it's like 140,000 gross tons, but doesn't hold more than 3,500 people. To me, that works out great. I never feel crowded on that ship. And I love that class of ship that Princess has. And then got the smaller ones, though, like the, what's the one going out of Jacksonville? Carnival, somebody knows what it is. Like it used to be the Sensation, the Inspiration, all those smaller ships. Hey, those were great, too. We started off on the Sensation and loved it. I think we just like them all. And Faye's going to stick with the 3,000. Yeah, Faye, that's like the Sky Princess that you went on with us. That was about how many was on there. And that was a big ship too, wasn't it? But it's not as big as these monsters that are coming out now. Aaron says, hello, all. How many passengers on that ship now? I don't know how many's on it now. It's not built yet, but we're going to see if they actually get 8,000 on there. Bama says 8,000. Bama, you know, one of the advantages to the 8,000 ship is it's going to have every bell and whistle on that thing. It's going to have water slides. It's going to have dry slides. It's going to have skating rinks. It's going to have rock climbing walls. It's going to have zip lines. It's going to have so many places to eat and bars and dance places. And there's so much, you know, a variation of stuff you can do on those gigantic ships. That is an advantage to the big ships if you like all that stuff. But if you like, you know what, I'm not into water slides and zip lines and walls and all that anymore. I'll just take the smaller ship, because as long as they got a show in a theater that I can go to and maybe some music in the atrium, I'm good. You know, so yeah, it depends on what you're looking for in a cruise. But that just goes to show you that cruising has something for everyone. Cruising has something for everyone. It really does. There you go. CNS likes the mid-sized ships too. Probably be my preferred size ship as well. Got a little bit more variety than the smaller ships, and yet they're, you know, pretty smooth on the water and got lots of good stuff to do, but they're not crowded. Yeah, you can't go wrong with mid-size. And Aaron says, what do I keep telling y'all? Things keep getting bigger like this. They will all be tender ports. Yes, I know. Can you imagine that? You get to, everything's going to be, Miami is going to be a tender port. We're going to have to get to Miami and get on tenders and ride out to the cruise ship. Get to Port Canaveral, get on tenders, ride out to the cruise ship. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? You never know. Marjorie says, Sea Lake Journeys, will they need bigger ports to store these bigger ships? Yes, absolutely. Now, ones here in the States, we got some that can handle it, you know, the Port Canaveral, Miami, they can take any size ship. But Tampa, you know, they got the bridge. They have to have the small ships. Only the small ships can go into Tampa. And that's the same way at other places, especially you get over to Europe and stuff. They're saying no more ships over this size, whatever this size happens to be for them. So, yeah. So the bigger ships are going to be left out of getting to some ports. But that's okay. Some people like the ship as a destination. They don't care where they go. They could just go out and circle around the ocean, not stop at any ports, because they got everything they want to do right on the ship. And he was only short by 4 days. Okay, I was only short by 4 days. What was I? Oh my goodness. There's Z-Man, and even thought he got an emergency once they still did not let him go on. Oh, yeah. Okay, now I know what we're talking about here. The passport for Coach Cruise. Missed it by 4 days, y'all. 4 days of passport time kept him from getting on a cruise in Australia. Now, we're not talking about like where I live, you know, driving for 3 hours to a port and, oh, well, I got to turn around and go back home. We're talking about somebody that flew halfway around the world and now can't get on the ship. Oh, my goodness. You know, you're going to need it to fly soon, so why not get a passport? You know, that's what I say too, Scott. Go ahead and get it now. Get used to doing it. Get used to having that passport and check it every year. That's what we're going to do here at Sea Lake Journeys. We've had ours probably 8 years. I think next year we're going to renew them before they come due the following year. You betcha. And Pete says, in Europe, we are having over-tourism protests, especially in Spain and the Spanish islands. Yeah, I've seen that, Pete. They're actually like squirting people with water guns. And you know what's funny, though? I found out, Pete, in looking into that a little further, the number of tourists like in Barcelona is insane. You can see how packed it is. But only like, from what I read, like 5 or 6% of the tourism there is from the cruise ships. So if you ran off all of the cruise ships out of Barcelona, you're only running off, you still run off less than 10% of your crowd. So to me, it doesn't make much sense why they're protesting just the cruise people. I think they're a little messed up there in their thoughts. I don't think they know that. I think they think the cruisers are most of them, and they don't know that they're actually a much smaller percentage of the tourism that they have there. Okay. Hey, Chris says they still have a J.C. Penney's. I wish we did. We had a great one here, but it's gone now. Bone Tired says they should just say they're good for 9.5 years since you can't use it if it expires within 6 months. Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. And in my mind, I'm programming it to the 9-year mark. Gets to 9 years, when's my next cruise? You know, I'm fixing, even if my cruise is only 3 months away, I'm going to go ahead and do it before then. Start the paperwork. John says a lazy river would be better than a lazy waiter. Double squeaky, John. Double quiet squeaky. Yeah. Have you ever had a lazy waiter on a cruise ship? I've had the disappearing act on the cruise ship. Where's that waiter at? That's why I like Princess, though. Princess, you can just order your stuff, and no matter where you are, they bring it to you. Might take them a half hour, but they do bring it. Denise says a sub squeaky laugh. Yeah, right. Yep. John, yep. Thank you, Chet Mix. Right on, Scott. Right. Perhaps the lazy river and walking track could be one on top of the other. Well, maybe if you could walk on water, you know, some people are floating down the river. Some people are walking on it. Messianic cruises. Name of the ship is the Miracle. Yeah. Adventures of Traveling Mike says, wish I had half the energy you have in the early AM, back away from the caffeine. Sea Lake Journeys. Guess what, Mike? I've had 0 caffeine today. The only thing I've had, here's water. This is water in my Carnival Magic Tumbler. Just water. I did have a small glass of milk this morning, but there's no caffeine in milk either. And I had 2 eggs over medium and jasmine rice. There you go. That was my breakfast this morning. So yeah, no caffeine yet. Wait till I get on the caffeine, Mike. You'll know when I'm on the caffeine. Then it really gets pumped up in here. I'm trying to keep it down. Hey, I think I heard Robin from Sea Lake Journeys here. I think she's awake now, though. She's awake. She is awake, and she wants me to tell y'all this. Right? Oh my gosh, I'm almost out of time, y'all. I can't believe it. Denise is heading to the eye doctor. See y'all later. I'll be heading there Tuesday, Denise, to get this monster here. Yeah, I finally got a, whatever you call it, something. They called me up and scheduled me anyway. Right on, Denise. We will see you around the channel, and hopefully Sunday night at 6 p.m. Bama says, Chet, I'm down with a lazy river on a cruise ship. Oh, man, if I could make it happen, I would. I'd make it happen. The Elation. That's it, Scott, the Elation. Yes, small ones. Hey, there's Coastal Water coming in. Good morning, y'all. Amazing merfolk. Right on, Coastal. Good morning to you. It used to go out of Nala. Yeah, it's going out of Jacksonville now. Jacksonville. Okay, I'm going to zip on down here because I'm almost out of time. I got Maritz's Yarn and Crafts. Hola to you. Good morning. They are doing that in Alaska. Yes, I know. They're trying to cut people out. And in Maine and in places in Europe, just all kinds of stuff. That is what's wrong with NOLA Cruise Terminal. The bridge gets in the way to have a bigger ship. That's the other one I was trying to think of. Yeah, Tampa and New Orleans is the other one. You got to have the smaller ships to get in and out of there. But hey, at least y'all can get a ship the size of the Liberty out of there. I don't think Tampa can't even get one that big. They have to go down to the tiny class. I would love a dumb waiter to my cabin. Right on, y'all. Hey, thanks for joining me this morning. Don't forget the raid parade today. It starts at 2 o'clock. 2:10, we have a premiere on Great Stirrup Cay. That's Norwegian's private island. So come on over at 2:10 and check out that private island and then hang in for the whole raid parade. We got 10 great channels with all kinds of great material for you to see. So until next time, we'll see you around the channel. See you around the channel.